The traffic police have embraced modern technology with open arms. They now have access to specialised camera equipment, state-of-the-art computers that read number plates, and they can also receive live video pictures from choppers. These are just a few of the pieces of kit available to officers. Road Wars will show you how an elite Thames Valley unit put it all to good use. Tony Sams and Rob Webb are responding to an emergency call. A man with a history of violence has broken a banning order by visiting his ex-girlfriend.
Please take the first one, we'll take the second one.
He's suspected of driving whilst disqualified, but he's also wanted for questioning regarding a series of burglaries.
Where's he gone then? 3506. What's he wearing? Do we know what he's wearing? Blue jeans, green parka jacket.
Tony and Rob track him down to a nearby alley and arrest him.
Daniel. Yeah. What's mate? You're under arrest. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Grab me up there.
Put your hands behind your back.
Bend them. Your hands behind your back, mate. Other one.
You're under arrest on suspicion of burglary.
Burglary? What burglary?
Also, drive on disqualified, theft of motor vehicle, and breach of your bail conditions.
What bail conditions?
Not to go to the address.
Without warning, he kicks out at the camera.
Line in court. Also, criminal damage, mate.
Clearly, being handcuffed doesn't stop the suspect being violent as his karate kick lands straight on the camera.
Line in court. Fine present. Also, criminal damage, mate.
What's that for me for? I'm not a bad criminal. Why the camera?
Shut up.
Why the camera?
Tango Victor 35.
Why the camera? Don't grab me up bag.
Tango Victor 35.
The sound. Can you stop grabbing me back?
No.
So if I have to flip, I will. I don't care about the fucking thing.
Even with handcuffs on, he still tries to get the upper hand.
No.
Loosen the fucking thing.
No.
Loosen it, please.
No.
Loosen it, please.
No.
I'm asking nice, yeah?
Now, if that's asking nicely, what's badly like?
I'm going to have a look at it.
Loosen me now. Loosen me now.
I'll look at it in my own time. Stand there. Because
unloosen me then, you fucking dick. Don't grab me. Unloosen me. Unloosen me.
Yes, over.
Don't stand on my foot. Unloosen me.
they're stern as they are, pal.
Unloosen me.
No, they're stern as they are. They're fine.
Without warning, he kicks in a temper, but that's no way to get the cuffs loosened.
If you want to piss about, pal, then crack on.
Well, unloosen me then.
No.
I ain't done fuck off. What do you think, I've got a knife or a gun?
Well, that's what we're going to find out.
Fuck off. Well, can I get up then? For fuck's sake, you hurting me.
Really?
Well, get up then.
Is
Fuck's sake.
All right.
The search turns up a lock knife hidden in his pocket.
Fuck's sake, don't stand for nothing. That you hurting me. Can you get me up? Can you get me up? I'll see you again. I'll swear in my ass any cop on. Oh no.
All he can do now is kick himself. He ended up in a nick for breaking the ban, having an offensive weapon on him, driving whilst disqualified, and behaving like a complete donut.
Where is key? No.
I'm asking nice, yeah? You fucking dick. You fucking idiot. For fuck's sake, fuck's sake, fuck's sake. Get me fucking up. What's the camera here for?
Filming you. You've been a complete arse.
Two cars from the proactive team are on the hunt for a stolen Subaru. At the wheel is a known burglar whose criminal career is about to come to a sudden halt. In a classic form of hunting, the two teams set a trap for the burglar, with one car behind and one car waiting in ambush up ahead. The trap works brilliantly, but not in the way they expected. The driver was quickly caught and later got 4.5 years, but he wouldn't have got out of the crash so easily if it wasn't for the airbags, especially as he wasn't wearing a seatbelt either. A stolen car pursued by Lancashire police careers off the M6 at high speed. Cuts up a truck, goes over the cross-hatching. He's going so fast he's hardly in control. He narrowly misses the car and truck, but just squeezes past. Then misjudges his speed, loses control, and smashes into a lamppost. The only thing the thief did right was to put his seatbelt on. It saved him from serious injury. Grant Thomas and Derek Ingram get called to the scene of an accident. How the driver managed to get the car into this position is baffling, and he's disappeared. But an ambulance crew got to the scene first had tried to treat him. But although pretty badly bashed up, he just walked off, leaving his car firmly wedged across a driveway.
He's in fourth gear, no seatbelt, the airbag is deployed. He's gone over the airbag shoved him up onto there, and this is where he's got his head injury. So our main importance now is to find him. I'm trying to see if I can get anything with ID on it. Doesn't seem to be anything.
It looks as if the driver's come around this bend, too quick for the conditions, started losing control up there because of the marks on the road. There's a mark on the curb just there, it indicates the point where one of the wheels has hit the curb. There's some marks on the post at the back of the car that shows where the car has dropped down into the gap, which is slightly smaller than the car. It looks as if it's gone in nose down and then dropped down into the gap. There's quite a clear white stripe coming down here where the back of the car has scraped down the post.
He must have been absolutely caning it.
We've come in from that end.
So did I, yeah. I've been up and left, but he's probably somewhere still around, I would say.
Oh, yeah. Far away.
Might be even in the pub. From the ambulance crew that initially got there, they've said that he started vomiting. Now, vomiting with a head injury is not a good sign, and we need to find him. We need to find him very, very quickly as well. I think that's a helicopter. Yep, it is. Tango Victor 33, currently channel 95 on personals. Go ahead.
Doing an area search around where the offender was last seen. You'll probably pick me up as a heat source in a side.
The driver is still nowhere to be seen. The fact that he was able to walk away from this is incredible. But it's worth noting that if he had been wearing his seatbelt, his head would not have smashed the windscreen.
I don't think we're going to find this boy. I don't think he's that badly. Well, I mean, I think he's got a bad head, but I don't think he's... If he was that bad and he's collapsed, they would have picked up something by now. I know it's cold, but even by now, they would have picked up something.
The car is removed to the police pound, and the next day the driver turned himself in with his list of excuses well prepared and the headache from hell. He was charged with careless driving and leaving the scene of an accident. Down below is another total headbanger who's threatened to pour petrol over himself and his girlfriend and set them both alight if the police stop him. The control room are in contact with the driver and are convinced he has a can of petrol in the car.
Try and get the signals jamming up to the crucial point.
His driving becomes more and more dangerous, going the wrong way round roundabouts. The driver knew he was in big trouble because police were after him after he was spotted several days earlier brandishing a chainsaw, an axe and an illegal gas canister. He'd also tried to run down two youths after an argument. After further conversations with the hysterical driver, the police do decide to stop him. To box him in, the police need to get a car in front, but the driver makes it impossible for anyone to overtake and blocks the patrol cars by swerving all over the road. At other times, oncoming traffic makes it too dangerous. Finally, after yet another manoeuvre going the wrong way at a roundabout, the police have gathered enough cars to stop the pursuit.
You got opposing traffic.
The cops grab their chance as one car squeezes past him, and a beautifully executed rolling containment brings him to a stop.
Vehicle stopped.
It's a race to reach the petrol can, and the officers smash their way in just in case he does try and set light to himself.
You got a vehicle coming towards you from the north.
One grabs a fuel can and throws it away, while others pull the driver out. It all turned out to be an empty threat. Heaven only knows what the poor girlfriend made of it all. He was found guilty of a string of offences and sentenced to 18 months of drug treatment, with an 18-month disqualification and retest. Coming up in part 2, rooftop madness, cross-country running, and some driving insanity. In part 2, house breaking, roof breaking, suspension breaking, and giving it legs.
It's a one-bedroom bungalow with information that the outhouse is possibly an area for storing goods. Between the two of us, we'll go and assess the door, and then Rob will use the enforcer to enter the premises.
Rob Webber's been kitted up in his protective gear, ready for a CID raid on a suspected crack house.
It's that blue door.
Yeah.
So it is the other arm.
Hinges on the right.
Yeah.
An average door takes just 1 or 2 bashes, but this one's been seriously beefed up.
Good.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
Simple wooden door, they say.
Bit of a problem with the door. The fact that it's locked at the top and with the glass being there as well made it a little bit more of a hazard. But we got in eventually.
The house is empty, but the officers find plenty of evidence of drug taking littered throughout the house.
Someone actually lives in there.
Do they?
Well,
Mate, he's not here, is he? No.
They search everywhere, in the attic and under the carpets.
Were they open, Colin? Have you just opened those?
there's actually fuck all of them.
The passports like partner passports.
They're old passports,
They're old passports, Mr. and Mrs.
The raid turns up several stolen passports and a wad of stolen credit cards.
Just got. So again.
From a house bust to a rooftop bust. The North Midlands chopper has been called to cover an unusual incident. A burglar was disturbed mid-job, and finding his escape routes blocked, he monkeys up onto the roof.
Just so we're sure, I take it we are, but can we confirm this is the suspect we were looking for?
It's likely he thought he was in a terrace where he might have managed to escape. But he wasn't, and he's well and truly stuffed with nowhere to hide and on show for the whole neighbourhood to come and see. Pulls off a roof tile. And threatens to throw it at the officer, who makes a tactical retreat. After lengthy negotiations, the would-be thief, our fiddler on the roof, gives up. Breaking into cars is a lot easier than houses. This surveillance footage from Johannesburg, South Africa, catches a gang of thieves at work. Following a spate of robberies, a CCTV system was installed. It wasn't long before it caught this robbery of a mobile phone in broad daylight. No one dares challenge the robber as he calmly walks away. Days later, the camera follows this man as he approaches a car stuck in traffic. Sitting on the front seat is the driver's bag. A passenger in a van has seen the robbery and gone to the rescue. As he heads off, shots ring out. The bag on the front seat was all too convenient for the thief. A stone through the window and the bag is a goner. But with bullets whistling past him, the thief runs for it, dropping his loot as he goes. The vigilante retrieves the bag and brings it back. But surprise, surprise, the owner has long gone. Two cars filled with hunters and their dogs are the target of a special operation against illegal hare coursing on the Downs near Wantage, Oxford. Spearheading the job is the Chiltern Air Support Unit, backed up by two dog vans and an unmarked car. With a cheeky wave, they're off again in different directions. In an attempt to confuse the police, the two cars have linked up and swapped passengers. Hare coursing without permission has become a big problem in this area. Crops have been damaged and farmers threatened with shotguns. Police suspect that the occupants had been videoing chases to use as the basis of major betting events, where punters place bets on which dog will catch the hare. One car briefly stops in a travellers' camp and talks to an occupant. After a brief discussion, they immediately head off again cross-country. The end is near for this car, and they surrender when a dog van gets behind it. But the second car has no intention of stopping. Going round and round in circles, the Subaru plays games with the pursuing police van, but the noose is tightening. Helped by local farmers and extra cars, the various escape routes are cut off one by one. Eventually, the hare coursers are stopped when they find the road blocked by a farmer's truck. This time, the illegal hunters had become the hunted. Car thieves seem to love Subarus. This one has been picked up in Slough. The driver heads off at insane speed trying to shake the cops. Blasting through a red light, he heads through a narrow tunnel. If anybody had been coming the other way, they wouldn't have stood a chance.
Through the bridge on red lights. Now onto Burnham Lane.
Slow means speed up to this geezer. He knows he only has a short time before a chopper will get called in. He has to make some space to either lose the patrol cars or dump the car and do a runner. But space is one thing this maniac is not going to get.
Double bends, following distance has been increased.
The thief takes risk after risk, gambling with other motorists' lives as he speeds at over 60 down narrow lanes. A stolen vehicle is 20 times more likely to be involved in an accident. And with 1/3 stolen every year, Britain is widely accepted as the car crime capital of Europe.
Now left at the mini roundabout. Lower Brickwell Road towards 5 Points. Temporary loss due to the bends. Left, long curve and wide.
Officers nearly get caught out. They didn't expect him to turn there. The Subaru hurtles over road humps without any change of speed. Things come to a head as he turns off-road and looks for refuge in a travellers' camp.
On the field at Whittaker. Get out then. Yeah. Sector 3 is out the remnant. We've gone across the field towards Little Down Road. He's driving around the field at the moment.
Though the officers are mere seconds behind, the driver still manages to vanish into thin air. Or a caravan, more like.
He's in that fucking caravan. Yeah, he's decamped into a caravan. No idea where he's gone.
Decamped into a caravan, roger.
Victor 3-3, there are at least 20 caravans. We need several units up here. They're starting to congregate on us.
Mate, we have the location of the site, please. Yeah, Tango Victor 3-3, confirm it's on Little Down Road, over.
3-3, we're in the vehicle. We're taking it off-site.
Tango Victor 3-3, roger.
The officers retrieve the stolen car and beat a retreat. It becomes one of the 60% of cars that are recovered from thieves, though not always in one piece.
He's decamped into the caravans. Lots of people around. We've aborted and we're out of the site.
Yeah, Alpha 99 and pursuing vehicles. We're going to show the helicopter. We're going to show the helicopter to the offending vehicle, see if it makes a difference.
When the thieves in the stolen car finally realise the Wiltshire chopper is over them, they immediately stop and give it legs. With 3 youths fleeing from the car and only 1 copper on foot behind them, the chopper crew are vital.
Officers in pursuit on foot. We have 3 males or 3 subjects on the 342. Negative with Stinger, they are out of the vehicle on foot.
As a second unit captures the driver, the chopper tracks a passenger who legs it across the fields in total darkness, in the middle of nowhere.
One into field over the fence. 2 have been apprehended. We are with 1 in a field. 9-9 going down into the field to apprehend the 1 in the field. We're going to put down and try and apprehend him. Stand by, we're going to be landing shortly.
As other units have their hands full, the chopper crew make an unusual decision and swoop down for the arrest.
Mail has stopped. Stand by.
The suspect surrenders without a fight, partly because he's run out of puff, but also it's very intimidated being nicked by a chopper.
Time now at 1313. And it goes.
Down below, a group of youths are mucking around on a bike. The riders don't have helmets, and the chopper crew think the bike might be stolen. There's been a huge rise in the number of bikes registered, but as many unfortunate owners discover, bikes are not so easy to protect against theft. More than 35,000 were nicked last year, either to be broken up for parts or by so-called joyriders. In a futile attempt to lose the chopper, the rider heads into some woods, but the infrared camera pinpoints their position. The chopper hovers, waiting for them to make the next move, so they dump the bike in the wood and casually walk away, but their distinctive jackets are easy to spot and follow. The youths head for their home patch, hoping for some miracle. But though they dodge down alleys and split up, they can't lose the chopper. The rider in the red top tries to act casual. Waste of time. With the chopper giving his location to the ground cars, the youth is easy pickings. The following clips show gross impatience, and we all know that young drivers are the most impatient of all. Jumping the double white lines will cost these motorists dear. It's crazy not to wait just for a few more seconds. Driving rules are constantly being updated. For instance, if you now pick up over 6 points in the 2 years after you pass your test, you'll have to sit the whole driving test again. Your insurance company will absolutely hammer you, so be warned, there's a lot of cameras out there. An average fine for crossing double white lines is £100 with 4 penalty points. An unmarked car switches on its rear-facing camera to catch a motorist tailgating him before he zaps past, crossing the double white lines. He's not happy just doing it once. He tailgates another motorist before doing it again.
On the freeway. Good morning, 403 is
We're in Hope Valley, Perth, in Western Australia, and the chopper crew have been called out to follow a 4x4 stolen by two armed robbers. The police can only watch in shocked disbelief as the 4x4 heads down the road the wrong way at high speed. Are they trying to top themselves, or is it just a tactic to stop ground patrols following? The robbers ride their luck here. The high speed almost catches them out. How they missed that lamppost is anyone's guess. They must have been millimetres away from totaling it. Why these two don't stick to the road is really odd, as going off-road adds to the chances of hitting an obstacle or skidding out of control.
Police car next to him. He just missed that police.
They go native, cross-country, and the chopper takes over. But the rough terrain eventually catches them out as a front tyre blows. But amazingly, it doesn't seem to affect the vehicle. One thing is for sure, these guys know their way around, especially down Dead Car Alley. It's not only the UK that has a problem with deadheads who burn out a car after having nicked it.
There's a four-door parked on the side of the road, police car,
The fleeing driver rejoins the road and the cops are already there waiting, but the 4x4 isn't following the rule book here.
Where'd he go? Oh, he's going through the lights on the correct side of the road. Romeo 103, the location and direction of travel, please. They got pole 61.
The police really start to get worried that the driver has some sort of suicidal death wish, as the truck flies through the junction, just missing a car. The chopper has only 10 minutes of flying time left, and the cops prepare a light plane to take over the pursuit. But the thieves decide to ditch the truck and leg it. The chopper is essential in keeping track of the occupants. Dashing through houses and backyards, the driver desperately searches for another car to nick or a place to get undercover.
They just drove past him. He's still running.
He pulls one front door open, but the house owner confronts him, only to get smacked in the face by the panicking robber. By this time, the driver is totally knackered and he's run out of places to hide. Got him. Coming up in part 3, a mugger's arrest, a multi-camera pursuit, and a chilled out way to start the school day. In part 3, nicked mobile phones, and a mum getting grief on the school run.
If you're going to arrest me, charge me and go. Do you know what I mean? I've got enough stress in my head getting out of school.
At the moment, we haven't really been updated. All we know is there's been a snatch. We're not sure what's been taken or who the aggrieved is at the moment. Once we get a bit of airtime, we'll try and get an update. Well, has he given no description or anything at the moment?
All we've got is two males. One had a Scott top on, black or dark blue. The other had a long jacket, and they ran off down an alley. I mean, they could be anywhere.
Right, hang on a minute.
A group of youths in Slough have called the cops after they've been mugged for a mobile phone.
Shot. Yeah, shot. You just turn around, let's have a look. Right, and was that on the back or the front? On the back. Yeah.
The offender is aged about 16, wearing the long hooded jacket. All we know, a Nokia 8310 has been taken over. Something with the dog, isn't it?
Armed with a detailed description, Pat Knight and Carl Lewis carry out a local area search.
Hello there. Got to speak to...
Then, acting on a tip-off, they decide to talk to two youths in a nearby house.
Yeah, they've opened the door, but Pat seemed to think someone was going to try and do an off.
Somebody started to move this curtain.
You understand you've both been arrested on suspicion of robbery?
The three boys in the house closely match the description given on the street.
Right, fine. Take hands away from your pockets, right? Which room did you go up into?
Me?
Yeah.
You went I don't even done nothing, man. I don't know what's wrong with this, man.
Just chill.
A small team begin to search the house for the phone.
Okay, right. Do you want to just put it outside? Yeah? Do you want to just go outside?
The kudos of mobile phones has led to an explosion of muggings, with at least 750,000 stolen last year.
Go on, just take me to the other room, that's it.
Government initiatives forcing phone companies to stop stolen handsets being reused are beginning to put a stop to it.
Yeah. Have you been out tonight? Have you been out of this house?
No.
You haven't? Which room did you just go? Why have you got your coats on then?
Which room did you just come from, upstairs?
No, I didn't come from upstairs, I was sitting here.
Show me which room you went in.
Okay, thank you. Right, when do you sit on that chair?
I don't have no room.
I'll give you 4 minutes a minute, so they'll search you, alright? Sit down for a minute.
An officer eventually finds the distinctive phone hidden in one of the bedrooms.
We received a report of a robbery earlier, and a phone matching this description was the subject of the robbery. We've since arriving here searched the house, and I found this hidden under a wardrobe, which I believe to be the item that was stolen in the street robbery.
You're right.
The youths spent a night in the cells but were released the next day after the complaint was dropped. This stolen car, suspected of being involved in a burglary, has been spotted near Preston and pursued onto the A6.
60 miles an hour, traffic is fairly light.
The Lancashire chopper was called in and was quickly over the scene, backing up the traffic cars. This incident is unusual for being recorded from the ground and the air. Excessive speed like this was the cause of up to 1,200 deaths on Britain's roads last year. Not that this driver seems to care what danger he poses to other motorists, but his reckless driving lengthened the sentence he eventually received.
Yeah, it's weaving through traffic, BD.
This sort of driving through rush hour traffic is totally insane. Police cars back off, knowing the chopper will keep them in touch.
Vehicle just crossed onto the opposite carriageway. Way!
Even with no traffic cars in his mirror, the burglar still drives like a madman.
Carriageway over the dual carriageway, it's still northbound towards Preston.
The driver heads off-road looking for a good place to decamp, but he changes his mind and swerves back into the busy traffic.
Oscar 99 is off the road, stand by. It's regained the carriageway, having briefly...
With the chopper in place and broadcasting live video to the police HQ, the controllers again order the cop cars to back off.
Patrols to pull back off the November 9 and will take over the commentary.
So left onto French.
With a tyre out and seeing no patrol cars in their rear view, the thieves get ready to do a runner. As they do, they sideswipe a car that gets in the way.
Yeah, it's an RTA, the junction of French, when it's abandoned. Patrols...
They're out in a flash, legging it down the street, but I've underestimated how close the cops are behind them. The driver is nicked within seconds.
To the left in the white jacket, that's the passenger.
Meanwhile, the passenger jumps a number of fences and gates, trying to hide from the chopper.
Yeah, motorway patrol, continue back the way that you've come. Continue back the way that you've come towards the vehicles in the centre of the road. The passenger is walking towards the park in a white jacket, dark pants.
The searchlight and infrared night vision eventually find a suspicious heat source.
Information patrols, as you look at this building, there appears to be a red brick building and then an extension which is beige in colour. Where those two buildings join, there is a flat roof. On top of the flat roof, it could possibly be the outstanding mail.
He's hidden himself away on a small roof between two buildings and out of sight of the ground units.
Street to a patrol who received the loss from November 99, give me a call. He's just climbed down from the roof.
Down to this location. The male's been detained by 1577.
Thanks to the video evidence being shown in court, the thief was sentenced to 12 months and disqualified for a further 12 months, while the passenger got 6 months.
Hello? What is it you've just put down here?
Huh?
Well, just seeing you put stuff down there. You can tell from your ear. So if I get a drugs dog down here, the drugs dog's not going to find anything in this car, I take it.
Tony and Rob have spotted a young girl smoking a spliff as she's driven to school by her mum.
Right, so you're smoking this. What's in this? Just a bit of what? A bit of green or cannabis?
Yeah.
Sorry, the driver, can you step out of the vehicle for me, please? So whilst you're driving down the road, who's smoking the cannabis?
Does it really matter who was smoking it, love? You see she had it in her hand,
Right.
do you know what I mean?
It does,
I'm
because
not, do you know
it
what I mean,
does.
pussyfooting around.
Okay.
You've got me, do what you've got to do, and you know what I mean?
Okay, if I
You're
explain...
asking me silly questions, ain't you, really?
I'm not asking you silly questions, no.
So who did you find that on?
Right, I'm asking who was smoking.
Who did you find the drugs on?
Right, I'm asking who was smoking it.
Who did you find that on then?
I'm asking you who was smoking it.
I don't know.
Under Section 4 of the Road Traffic Act, if you're unfit through drink or drugs to drive a motor vehicle on a road, then you'll be arrested.
Am I allowed to smoke?
As long as it's not cannabis. Possession of it, are you saying it's solely down to your daughter? Is it?
I don't smoke drugs and I don't drink because I'm an alcoholic. I'm a diabetic, okay?
Have you ever had a full licence?
Look, if you're going to arrest me, charge me and go. Do you know what I mean? I've got enough stress in my head getting her to school. Do you know what I mean? You know why I'm agitated? Because I'm a fucking arsehole for driving the car and I shouldn't have, but there you go, life's a bitch. And she won't catch a bus to school, so I have to drive her to school, okay? She shouldn't have been smoking in my car, but she was.
Then I'm arresting you for possession of a controlled drug.
Oh, for
Bear with me before you start saying silly words. She's a juvenile. Well, you're the mother, aren't you?
I'm not the appropriate adult.
Well, you just said you're the mother.
Well, I'm not the appropriate adult.
Okay.
You're arresting her
Right.
for half a spliff when you got... Do you know what I mean?
If
It's
you
fucking
listen,
ridiculous.
if you listen to me,
This is the 2003, you know? Kids of her age do smoke drugs, do you know what I mean?
is being arrested for possession of controlled drug. That I've already explained to
I
you.
don't give a fuck. Just shut up a minute. No, not at all. Just
Just let me
shut up a
explain
minute.
things to you.
Well, go on then, just explain.
Well, if there's no drug-related offences with her, I am prepared to deal with the matter here at the roadside today, rather than having to take you down to the police station. That would mean, because she's 14 years of age, you would have to act as an appropriate adult, even though you've just said you're not going to act as an appropriate adult. Are you prepared to do that?
Yes.
All right, thank you. That's it. Any questions from yourself? Thank you.
The girl is just 14. The mother is reported for driving without a full licence or any insurance.
Entertainment.
Double whammy. No licence, no insurance.
We're in the 21st century, kids smoke. Well, not cannabis.